Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you a really straightforward way to divide two columns in Power BI the basic method. If you've ever needed to quickly calculate something like a unit price by dividing sales by quantity, or just combine information from two columns into a single value, this tutorial is definitely for you. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to set up this calculation using Power BI's built-in features, even if you're pretty new to the platform. Let's get started. First, open up Power BI and make sure you're in your working file. If you don't already have a table set up, go ahead and create one. For this example, imagine we have a simple table with three columns: customer, quantity, and sales. Each row represents a transaction, for example, a customer buying a certain number of items, and the sales amount represents how much those items cost in total. Having both quantity and sales is really common in retail or inventory datasets. Now, you might want to find out something like the average price per item, which means you need to divide the sales by the quantity for each row, or maybe as a total. But here's the thing: Power BI doesn't let you just right-click and divide two existing columns inside the visual. Instead, we use a formula to do the calculation for us and present the result alongside our data. This is where measures come in. They act like dynamic formulas, always recalculating as your data changes or as you slice and filter it. So to set this up, go to your fields list on the right, find the table where your data is stored. In our example, let's say the table is called dividing. Right-click on the table name and look for the option that says New Measure. This is important. Measures are what Power BI uses for calculations that sum up or analyze your data across the whole table. When you click New Measure, a formula bar will appear at the top. Now let's write the formula. We want to take the sum of sales and divide it by the sum of quantity. Type in divide equals divide sum dividing sales, sum dividing quantity. Don't worry if you haven't used the divide function before. It's safer and more reliable than just using a / for division, because it handles situations where you might have zero quantity, which would normally give an error or break your calculation. Power BI's divide function simply gives you a blank result instead of an error, which keeps your dashboard tidy. Once you've entered that formula, press Enter to save the measure. You'll now see it appear in your field list, usually with a small calculator icon next to it. It's ready to use. Now just add your new measure to your table visual. If you've already created a report table that shows customer, quantity, and sales, simply drag your divide measure onto that visual. You'll instantly see the calculated result for each grouping, like the average sales per item for each customer, or for the whole table if you're not slicing by anything. And that's all there is to it. You've now successfully divided one column by another in Power BI using a basic, but very powerful formula. Remember, the measure will update dynamically anytime you filter or change your data, which is why it's so handy. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. If you have any questions about Power BI, or if you ran into any snags along the way, drop a comment below and I'll do my best to help out. And if you're interested in more easy tips and step-by-step tutorials just like this, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.